Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal. For those of you who are new here, I am getting over a pretty bad cold, so I'm sorry if I sound a little rough. I already filmed this video, but when I went to edit it, I realized my microphone was not plugged in again. Luckily, I have everything still organized to where I can still show you. I'm going to be showing you the cookbooks that I'm using this week, how I go through and make a meal plan and set up my grocery list and keep it all organized. I had a request for more videos on how I stay organized and do things like this, so I'm going to show you the best I can. I did already go grocery shopping because I again already had this film. Yeah, you couldn't hear me. Well, you could, but not very well. So I'm going to flip the camera around here in a second and show you again the cookbooks I'm going to be using and how exactly I go through all of this. Okay, so these are the 3 cookbooks that I use. This is one I've been using mostly for us. Again, I don't really follow any specific diet. I don't follow their diet plan exactly. I just really like some of their recipes. I do eat low carb. I do try to eat as nutritional as possible. But again, I'm not perfect. So sometimes I fall off, sometimes I don't follow it exactly. Sometimes I change the recipes a little bit to make sure that it's something that our family likes, so forth. These are the 2 that I use when I am meal planning for grandma. I know you've heard me mention a few times in grocery hauls and stuff that I grocery shop for her and get her all the stuff that she needs for her home. I prep her food, and since her most recent diagnosis, I've pretty much become her caretaker for the most part. These are the ones that I use for her. And then this handy dandy thing right here is my happy planner. I'm not going to show you in full detail what it all says. There's nothing super personal on there, but it's just cleaning schedules, exercise and filming, and school. There's nothing too exciting on there, but you've seen this in my video before. Well, if you're not new here, that is. The weekly meal plan, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner laid out for most of the days except for Sunday. Sundays we are usually at his grandmother's house as a family, but this Sunday is the only day off that my husband has before his birthday. I'm not sure what's going to be going on there. We'll probably still go to his grandmother's house at least for a little bit, but this is what I have planned for the most part. But this shows it in a little more detail so you can understand and see a little more. Don't mind my sloppy handwriting. But dinners for us, I have cowboy grub, and I already have ground turkey. I always try to go through the fridge and the freezer. I clean it out, and then I see what we have, and I try to pick dishes that go with stuff that we already have. I wrote down the page in that, so when I'm writing my grocery list, I can go there and see exactly what it needs. What we have, I don't need to write down. What we don't have, obviously, I do need to write down. Lettuce wrap tacos with ground beef, so we're not eating 2 types of the same meat 2 days in a row. Cabbage and sausage skillet. My husband's Irish, and any type of meat and cabbage skillet always goes well in our home. Cilantro and lime chicken with veggies, and low carb quesadillas. It's literally just quesadillas but with low carb tortillas. We still eat all the salsa, sour cream, all that good stuff. Honestly, my husband and my daughter would eat regular, sorry, I just bumped the camera, would eat regular tortillas. I just buy the low carb ones. If we have regular ones, they'll eat them. If not, luckily, they're not picky, so they'll eat mine as well. Dinners for grandma. Usually I only make her like 2 to 3 things at a time because she is only one person living there for now. We either need to find a way to move her in with us or buy a house faster to get her living with us sooner, with her most recent diagnosis that we will talk about later. But the cabbage soup is something out of this cookbook that I've made her before, and she loves it. That is not a bruise, by the way. My daughter had some Moana stamps from her birthday party and decided to stamp my hand. These steak and onion sandwiches. It's kind of like a French dip kind of thing, but without the cheese. Is out of this one. I wrote new because this is a new cookbook. This one, I've made her just about everything that she likes out of this cookbook so far. So I bought her another little one, and we'll just switch back and forth. And then I always try to make her a dessert. She has always cooked and eaten like a Southern lady, so usually she has dessert after every meal. Sorry, my hand's so shaky there. But she obviously can't have all the stuff that's in regular dessert anymore. So the spiced gingerbread is out of this cookbook, and then there's a pineapple cake that she really likes in this one that I'll make her next week. I'm also going to do a separate video. I'm going to show you the recipes that I make out of here for us, but I'm going to make a separate video for this because I know not everybody needs renal diet tips or anything like that, but I didn't know much about it when I first had to start doing this for her. And I had to look up a bunch of stuff, and oddly enough, I couldn't find very many tips or tricks or anything about it. So I literally just had to buy a bunch of cookbooks and just follow the recipes thoroughly. And then there is breakfast, egg muffins. That's a low carb thing. It's literally just where you mix eggs with a little bit of heavy whipping cream and cheese, onions, meat, whatever. You throw it in like a cupcake pan and you bake it. You'll see how I make them in a video coming up. And then oatmeal. Tim and Ireland love oatmeal. Tim is my husband's name, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that or not, but that's my husband. Cereal, she gets that one day a week. Eggs and bacon. And then Kodiak cakes. She likes pancakes, so I try to buy like the more healthy version of them where there's extra protein and less sugar and all that good stuff. And then here, let me see if I can. The 7-layer salad is for me, and then I'll have leftovers throughout the week. And then for Miss Ireland, one day, she is going to have, quesadillas. With sour cream, a side of fruit, and yogurt or applesauce. One day she's going to have meat and cheese roll-ups with grapes, pickles, and pretzels. One day she's going to have a tortilla with bananas, peanut butter, and honey in it with crackers and strawberries and yogurt if she wants. One day she's going to have ham and cheese sandwich with carrots, cucumbers, and apple slices. And then one day she's going to have boiled eggs, fruit, cheese cubes, carrots, and yogurt, all of which she loves. I try to keep it pretty well-rounded. She obviously just turned 5. She's very active. She doesn't need to be low carb. She can still have the bread for the sandwiches and all the stuff, even though I don't eat it. I still get it for them. Okay, so that is the meal plan. This is for 1 week. These will probably most likely last us closer to 2 weeks because a lot of times here lately, like last night, my husband was supposed to be home, but he ended up having to stay out of town for work, him and our business partner, unfortunately. And we've been sick, so we've kind of skipped a few days and just eaten like soup. When he came back from his work trip that I had mentioned before, he brought back a lovely cold with him, and I have been miserable. Luckily, our daughter is like bouncing back and she's back to her bouncy self, but I've been miserable, so I haven't made any of this yet. Which is totally fine. But like the cowboy grub will last us at least 2 nights, probably 3 realistically. The lettuce wrapped tacos will last us about 2 nights plus a lunch. The cabbage and sausage skillet will probably last us about 1 night and a lunch. The cilantro lime chicken will last us 2 or 3 nights. And then the quesadillas, I can just, if he's not home, I can just make one for me and one for her, and then that's no big deal because I make them homemade. I don't buy them pre-made. You will see I don't really buy very much pre-made stuff. I did in my grocery haul buy, you'll see, let's see, in the frozen I got loaded potato bites, shrimp egg rolls, Stouffer's mac and cheese, pot stickers, jalapeno poppers, and crab rangoon. That's for all of us to share one night for like a movie night, although she's already had the Stouffer's mac and cheese because I didn't feel good and wasn't up to making dinner. Which is totally fine. So start at the beginning here for this. This is how I organize and write down my grocery list. I break it down to produce, grocery, frozen, household, drinks, dairy, and meat. Normally there's not prices on here. This was for me mostly. I just wanted to try something different this time. Usually what I do is I make my grocery list like this. I go through the recipes, find the recipes, write down what I need on here, and then I add it all to my Walmart grocery list for Walmart grocery pickup, the app on my phone. And then I go to Aldi and I get everything that they have, and then what they don't have, I place the order for through Walmart grocery pickup and pick it up the next day. But this time, luckily, I did it a little different because I was sick the day before, but I woke up feeling better, so I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and go grocery shopping. Well, in the middle of waiting for our Walmart grocery pickup, Ireland started screaming that her tummy hurt. She was miserable. She cried the whole way through Aldi. And then by that night, I felt miserable again. And that was like, what, 2 or 3 days ago now? And we have been completely miserable since then. So I'm really glad that I actually did it a little differently this time. So this is the list of everything, okay? You'll see in the grocery haul. I don't need to go through like item for item. But here, since I have already gone grocery shopping, I'll show you a little bit of the price difference between Walmart and Aldi. This is why I wrote down the prices, because I wanted to know for myself if I was actually saving money by going to do 2 different stores, or if I was honestly just making my life harder and I didn't need to be. So, for instance, yellow onions for a 3-pound bag at Walmart. I'm trying to hold this to where there's not a shadow of the microphone. Sorry, guys. Yellow onions, $2.24 for a 3-pound bag. At Aldi, it was $1.99, so a 25-cent difference. Not a huge deal if that's all I'm saving, but grapes at Walmart were $3.88 because my daughter is not a picky eater, but she does only like red grapes. She doesn't care much for the green ones. Totally fine with me. She's not a picky eater, so if one simple little thing like that is what she requests, I'm totally fine with it. So $3.88 a pound. At Aldi, it was $1.99. That is half the price. That is insane to me. Romaine lettuce, $2.48 for the little bunch of 3 romaine hearts. $1.99 at Aldi. Bananas, $1.63 a pound at Walmart, 44 cents a pound at Aldi. Red onions, $1.02 each per onion, $1.99 for 3 pounds at Aldi. Strawberries, 4 pounds were $8.88. At Aldi, it was 99 cents a pound. 99 cents a pound. It was $2.22 per pound. Miss Ireland's over here. Her hair's a hot mess and she's still not feeling too good, so she's getting out her little work computer so she can do some work, apparently. 4 pounds, so $2.22 a pound or 99 cents. Look at that savings. Isn't that insane? So I paid $4 versus $8.88. Baby carrots were the same price. I actually forgot to get those because Ireland was screaming in Aldi, so I need to go back, which is totally fine. I'm not upset that I forgot them. I just felt really bad that she didn't feel good all of a sudden, so I was trying to hurry. Tomatoes on the vine, that's the type of tomatoes that I like. $2.48 a pound at Walmart, $1.94 at Aldi. Beefsteak tomatoes, that's what Grandma likes. It was $1.58 each at Walmart. I paid $1.89 for 2 of them at Aldi. Cucumbers, let's see, $1.68 each, and I needed 2 of them. I paid 59 cents each at Aldi. The tri-bell peppers, like the red, orange, and yellow, is $3.88 per pack at Walmart. I paid $2.99 a pack at Aldi. And green bell peppers, 88 cents each. I paid $2.29 for 3. And I mean, it keeps going. Like the eggs were the same price, but the milk, $2.98 versus $2.29. Cheese sticks, $2.98 versus $2.79. Colby blocks of cheese. I like to shred my own cheese if I can, because then you don't have the flour and additives in the shredded cheese. $2.22 each versus $1.99 each. Sour cream was $1.98 at Walmart, $1.29 at Aldi. Heavy whipping cream, $4.14 at Walmart, $3.90 at Aldi. Butter, $3.24 at Walmart, $2.89 at Aldi. Milk, $1.58 at Walmart, $2.58 at Walmart. I don't know if I said that right. $1.54 at Aldi. The black pepper was only like 9 cents less. Can of corn was only a cent less. Let's see. The round crackers were the same. Gallon baggies was $4.66 at Walmart, and I paid $2.59 at Aldi. And that's all I got at Aldi. Well, I got a few extra things like soups and stuff because I knew we weren't feeling too well. But you see how the difference. I'm so glad that I have been doing that. And I'm glad that I did this for my own peace of mind, so I don't feel like I'm just making my life harder when it's not necessary. And I'm so thankful that I've been doing it this way for probably like 2 years now. I went to Aldi for the first time not long after we moved in this house. I guess it's been closer to 3 years. And I noticed that their produce was a lot cheaper. At the time I was baking my own kale chips a lot, and it's like $5 for a bag of kale at Walmart, and the same exact brand, the same size bag and everything at Aldi is like $2 and some change. So that's what really brought my attention to it. But just for the sake of my peace of mind and the video, I wanted to break it down this way for you guys. So I'm going to, I think in this here, that pretty much rounds that up. So we have just a quick recap for you. I break it down. I write down the dinners that we need. I write down the pages if it's in a recipe book, so I know where to go to look and see. And then on this page is where I write down the stuff that goes in it that we do not have, so I know what to get. And then from this page, I add it all to the Walmart grocery pickup app on my phone. And then I go to Aldi, I get what they have that we need. And then after I get what they have that we need, I go through and I delete it from the app and then place my order and go pick it up. Sorry, I flipped over one too many. The price differences are just mind-blowing to me. I don't know. I knew some things were a little bit cheaper, like the bell peppers and stuff. I grew bell peppers last year because we eat so many. This is actually like a minimal amount for us. You'll see them in almost every grocery haul, especially from Aldi. We eat more produce, dairy, and meat than we do anything. We don't really buy very many of like the pre-made things like this. We don't eat stuff like that very often. I honestly can't even remember the last time that I bought stuff like this. Yeah, I can't even remember. It's been a while. So that pretty much breaks it down for you. There's dinners for grandma, breakfast, lunches. Like I said, I always try to go through the fridge and see what all we have that we can use. Like even if I have ground turkey and a recipe calls for ground beef or vice versa, instead of buying another meat, I'll try to substitute it for that or make it work in another way. It is a little more expensive to eat gluten-free and low carb. Not everything is gluten-free, not everything is low carb, but poor thing. But I try. So yeah, that is pretty much the breakdown of how I meal plan, how I plan for it, how I make my grocery list and stuff like that. I do keep my planner handy so I can see if there's a night that we're not going to be here. Usually it's a daytime that we're not going to be here, with being at grandma's house and taking care of her and taking her back and forth to doctor's appointments because she's not supposed to be driving. I don't know if you remember, if you've been here from the beginning, I think it was like my second or third video, I mentioned about how they thought that she had a stroke and she had an MRI done. Well, the MRI showed that it was not a stroke, and she did get diagnosed with dementia. And it's been pretty scary to see how it's progressing, and I hate that she's living alone. It takes me anywhere from 20 to 50 minutes to get to her house, depending on traffic. I try to go out as often as possible. Our healthcare here in America is probably the worst organization I've ever seen. Her husband served in the military, and he also had Alzheimer's, and she's pretty much just left to fend for herself, as they were with him, even though he served in the military. It's sad. It's very sad with how they handle it. But anyways, so there's probably going to be a lot more vlogs of daily life, and maybe not so much of cleaning here, or I don't know. I'm still trying to find the balance of still homeschooling and making sure she's okay, and my daughter wants to sign up for dance classes and sign up for a few other things like sports and stuff, and of course I want her to do it, but I'm still trying to find the balance of making sure that our home's okay, making sure she's okay, making sure her home's okay, Ireland's schooling is done, making sure that I sleep. So I'm not gonna stop doing this. I'm just gonna take you guys along for whatever we do. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, I truly, truly, truly appreciate you all being here, and I thank you so much for all of your kind comments and support. It has just been, it's been so fun, and it's been amazing to do this so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Thank you all so much. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you like the organizing typed videos, typed videos from me. I do have a few ideas for a few more coming up. Again, just trying to fit those into the daily schedule now. It'll work out, and I totally will get it. I just gotta find the flow, you know? That's just life. It's constantly changing. It's always ups, it's always downs, and we just have to find the flow, and I'll get it. I know I will. It's gonna take a little bit, and that's okay. So if you like it, again, give it a big thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, the big bright red button, if you haven't yet. That's fine. The bright red button if you haven't yet, and click the little notification bell if you want to be notified when I post more videos. And again, I thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time in the grocery haul. Thank you guys. Bye.